Today we see a bullish reaction and the main indices are almost completely frustrating, rejecting yesterday's bearish reaction. And as I said yesterday, just one single bearish candle is not enough for us to panic and to sell like there's no tomorrow. No, instead, we need to pay attention to the technical evidence and to the main triggers that set off the market's reversal points. And that's precisely what we're gonna talk about in today's video. As always, here at the Finance Hydra Channel, I share my technical studies with you, and all the ideas and strategies described here are based on technical and statistical analysis. My name is Nathan. Welcome to another video. Now, as we can see here, SPY is materializing a nice bullish reaction. We are on the verge of rejecting yesterday's candle, which was a quite scary one. All right, it was a bearish candle below a critical resistance level, the previous top level from November 11, which is also the all-time high, which is also around the $600 resistance level. We all know that the market has a thing for round numbers, right? So this resistance area is quite important. And yesterday we saw this bearish reaction after it failed miserably in closing above this resistance level, all right, making a bearish candle a possible top signal. Possible top signal. Why possible? Because one single bearish candle is not enough for us to understand it as a top signal. In order for this top signal to get triggered, we need to see the SPY losing and preferably closing below this candle's low, and then and only then we may see a sharper correction on the daily chart, because in this scenario we are not only gonna trigger a top signal on the daily chart, but we'll also trigger a bearish reversal chart structure on the 1 hour chart as well, right? We are gonna lose the 21-hour EMA, the exponential moving average on the 1 hour chart. We are gonna also lose this support level, which was yesterday's low, all right? By losing the support level, the SPY could trigger a sort of, excuse me, I selected the wrong tool, a sort of double top chart pattern over here, right? So this key point, 595, is the most dangerous inflection point for the SPY, short and mid-term speaking, because short-term speaking on the 1 hour chart is a reversal chart structure, suggesting a reversal, a short-term reversal. On the daily chart is a top signal, suggesting a mid-term pullback. All right, any pullback on the daily chart back to our next support levels is totally acceptable. All right, and we have a few support levels to hold the price, like the 21-day EMA, the exponential moving average on the daily chart, and the 586, the previous top level, now support level multiple times since we broke it on November 6th. So this area is going to be our next major support level on the daily chart. Only if the SPY loses this major support level on the daily chart, we are gonna trigger a sharper correction on the weekly chart, all right? In this case, we could retest the 565 again, which is very close to the moving average on the weekly chart, but that's another story. All right, for now, let's focus on these key points right here, right now. On the other hand, although the SPY is making a very nice bullish reaction today, we are not completely rejecting yesterday's bearish candle. All right, in order to reject this candle over here from yesterday, we gotta break and preferably close above yesterday's high, also above the $600. So we are not there yet, all right? We couldn't reject this bearish possibility completely yet, but we are almost there, all right? Almost there. The odds favor the bulls in this scenario, because we are still bullish on the daily chart, we are still bullish on the 1 hour chart above our support levels. Great. But what if we lose our support levels on the 1 hour chart and the 595? Then all right, a mid-term pullback will probably occur. In this scenario, 586 is going to be our next technical target. All right, for now there is no use. We just gotta pay attention to these key points, because only a clear breakout of one of these key points will mean something, all right? We can trade in this scenario, but so far there is no clear signal. Regarding the QQQ, we are very good, all right? QQQ is maintaining the bullish bias. Despite yesterday's bearish reaction, we went up 0.16% yesterday. Now, despite this very weak and kind of pathetic reaction, we are still going up 0.29%. Okay, we are maintaining the bullish bias. If we look at the 1 hour chart over here, we see a series of higher highs, higher lows. We are clearly above the 21-hour EMA, which is consistently acting as a support level for us. Only by losing this moving average, only by losing all of these support levels on the daily chart on the QQQ, namely $503, namely the 21-day EMA, namely this purple trend line which connects all the previous bottom levels since August this year, and of course the 498, the previous resistance level multiple times, now support levels multiple times after the breakout in November 6. Therefore, we have many support levels to hold the price if another correction occurs. The QQQ will only trigger a meaningful reversal if we lose all of these support levels. All right, as long as we stay above these key points, no sharper correction will materialize, and probably the QQQ will just seek new record highs. By losing these support levels, we could see a sharper correction on the weekly chart, possibly to the 477 again, or in the worst case scenario, back to the support line of this ascending channel. Again, long-term speaking, the QQQ is still bullish. We are still inside an ascending channel. Okay, ascending. We are still bullish, all right? If we see a sharper correction by losing these support levels, we are going to retest lower levels, and this is it. This is all the information we can get so far. Oh, but Nathan, we are still above these key points, so could we seek the all-time high around 515 over here? Yes, absolutely. That's the most likely scenario, in fact. Because, guys, trends reverse only when a crystal clear reversal occurs. All right, trends persist until a clear reversal occurs. So far, there is no clear reversal. All right, there is not even a top signal. And of course, this is not me saying, this is not Nathan, this is Dow theory, created by Charles Dow, founder of the Wall Street Journal, creator of the Dow Jones Industrial Average Index. All right, so this is why I always tell you guys, all the ideas described here in this channel have a very strong background, all right? We are so technical, we are so specific regarding our reading that it just reinforces the need of a solid strategy, all right? And now, how this is gonna affect our stocks? When we look at Nvidia, for instance, Nvidia is already bearish. It is already in bearish territory. We lost our multiple support level, the 144. We lost the moving average, which right now is pointing downwards, by the way. We lost this purple trend line, which just like in QQQ's case, this trend line connects all the support levels since August this year. By losing all of these key points, what's more, we are triggering this double top chart pattern on the daily chart. By making such bearish reaction, Nvidia has a crystal clear target around our next technical support level, $130. Long-term speaking, we are still bullish. Therefore, this movement, this reversal could be just a pullback on the weekly chart. This reversal on the daily chart could be just a reversal, a pullback on the weekly chart, all right? So far, so good. We are maintaining the bearish bias. We don't see any bottom signal. There is not a single bullish reaction suggesting that Nvidia could recover from here. If we do see one, great, fantastic. Nvidia will find a bottom signal over here. But honestly, I would be much happier to see Nvidia dropping a little bit more to the 130s, near our support level on the daily chart, near the 21-week EMA on the weekly chart, obviously. So there is a multiple support level in two different time frames around the 130. That would be a perfect moment for us to buy. If we see a bottom signal, of course, because if we don't see a bottom signal, as long as we don't see a crystal clear technical evidence suggesting a bottom, Nvidia is not going to be a buy again. It doesn't matter if it is around our support level or not, it is not gonna be. So we should wait for confirmation. That's the main difference between gamblers and the real traders, right? Real traders wait for confirmation. They don't care that by waiting for confirmation, they sacrifice part of their gains. Because we are here for the long term, all right? We are here. I'm not here to make money tomorrow, next week, this month. I'm here to make money for the next 20, 30 years. All right. So, okay. So far, so good. Let's wait for confirmation. And Tesla is on the verge of materializing. Materializing a quite powerful bearish signal. This candlestick pattern has a name. It's called bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, which is a quite reliable pattern. All right. Statistically speaking, according to Thomas Bukowski's studies, this pattern reverses the trend 79% of the time when triggered. All right, when triggered. It is a quite reliable one, and by triggering a pullback over here, we could easily correct to our next support level near the $313, which is very close to the moving average as well, the 21-day EMA. Now, if the price holds above this support level, great, fantastic. Maybe Tesla is gonna be a buy again. But by losing this key point, Tesla will materialize the same pattern Nvidia materialized today. All right, another possible double top chart pattern. In this case, we could correct to much lower levels. Therefore, we should pay attention on how Tesla is gonna behave around here, this top level, after materializing this bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. All right, and guys, I talk about these statistics and I teach you how to trade candlestick patterns, chart patterns, and much more in detail in my ebook, which is available for download in our Telegram community, the 5% Project, which you can try for free for 7 days. And download our ebook, which will be yours forever. All right, on our Telegram channel, I share trading signals and strategies applying in practice and in real time the theoretical teachings shared here on our YouTube channel and in our ebook. So if you want to learn to trade in practice with me, join our community. For more information, just check out our website. You are more than welcome to join our project. All right? Now, okay, bearish engulfing wasn't triggered yet, but maybe Tesla will trigger it. In this case, we could see a sharper correction ahead on the daily chart. AMD making a quite strong bearish candle. Personally speaking by myself over here, I'm quite optimistic concerning AMD. All right, it is a quite good company. It is making good movements, but today's reaction is quite frustrating. We are still in bearish territory. We are still below the moving average. This reaction almost rejects completely any possibility of a bottom signal over here. However, AMD is in a very important support area right now, long-term speaking. This trend line connects all the previous bottom levels since October 2022. So if we see Nvidia reacting, now would be the best time ever. Nvidia could jump to much higher levels if we actually see the materialization of a bottom signal near the support level on the weekly chart. So far, this reaction is quite concerning for the bullish thesis over here, but it is still important to monitor it very closely. Palantir is going up today after making a possible top signal yesterday. This is why I always tell you guys, always wait for the top signals to get triggered, all right? Because even when we see a very strong bearish reaction near a resistance level, this alone is not enough for us to see a very dangerous top signal. Just like here, right? We saw this top signal from around 565, a previous top from July this year. We saw two top signals in September 17 and September 18. This candlestick pattern is a shooting star candlestick pattern, by the way, another quite strong and quite famous bearish reversal candlestick pattern, which wasn't even triggered, all right? In fact, SPY broke our resistance level and it is still above it, okay? It simply started another rally because it broke a very important resistance level without triggering a top signal. When we see a bearish reaction below a resistance level like this, usually some people will try to sell it, right? Because they see a top signal and they sell without confirmation. And then after they see the price going up, they have to be stopped out of the market. And this only reinforces the bullish momentum. So it is very important for us to wait for confirmation. So far, Palantir is not making a crystal clear top signal. It is not triggering a crystal clear top signal. If we do see a top signal triggered, a pullback to the $58 is totally plausible, very close to the 21-day EMA again. Only if we lose this key point, we could see a sharper correction on the weekly chart. So far, so good. The bullish case is still intact in this scenario. Now, IWM over here is a quite popular stock among you guys, right? Just like we saw a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern on Tesla, we saw a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern on IWM, all right? It is a quite powerful bullish reaction above a crystal clear support level, which was a previous resistance level over here in October this year and above this 21-day EMA as well. And yes, we did trade this stock together in our Telegram channel. I shared the trading strategy over here on our group with our members, and this one was a phenomenal trade because we bought over here. Again, after the confirmation of this bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, the stop loss was below this candle's low and our target was the previous resistance level around 242. Amazing risk reward ratio, 2.53 roughly, all right? Fantastic risk reward ratio, and this is why I always tell you guys, let's always work with strategy when you lose money, because eventually you're gonna lose, all right? You're not gonna be right 100% of the time. Eventually, you will be wrong. But by controlling your risk, you can afford to lose little money when you are wrong and make a lot of money when you are right. So this is how we trade over here. We use technical analysis to reinforce our risk management and use good risk reward ratio, all right? So we always do that in our channel. You are invited to join us over there. The link to which is in this video's description. Right now, if you ask me, Nathan, is this one a buy again? Yesterday, we saw this shooting star candlestick pattern below our technical target. We already sold it, all right? Target nailed, it is time to sell. But if we see the materialization of a pullback to the moving average again and another bullish reaction, fantastic. IWM is going to be another buying opportunity, will give us another buying opportunity, will be a buy again. But so far, it is just, this reaction is just a reason for us to sell for profit-taking purposes only. All right, I'm not saying it is a short, because to me it is not a short yet, but for profit-taking, it is a sell. And Broadcom, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm looking at Broadcom very closely. I'm constantly watching it. I do expect to see an opportunity in the next few days over here, but for now, guys, look at this. Look at this. We don't see, there is not a single bullish candlestick pattern since November 8th. All right, almost 20 days. All right, so we have been extremely bearish. There are only bearish candles over here. Not a single bottom signal, not a single bullish reaction, but Nathan, we are above the 160 support level. Well, that's great, but there is no bottom signal. So in the lack of a bottom signal, we could just see Broadcom retesting our next support level, which is this trend line over here. All right, so far, honestly speaking by myself, I'm waiting for an opportunity over here. If I see one, I'm gonna promptly warn you guys in our Telegram channel, but so far, I do not see any meaningful opportunity. And regarding ASML, this company over here is also extremely bearish. I know you guys wanna trade it because it is looking quite interesting, all right? It is an interesting company indeed, but there is no bottom signal. There is no clear reversal chart structure. I'm also looking at this one very closely, but look at this. We found a top level below the moving average again. So far, not a single bottom signal. And if you are still watching this video and you are not a subscriber, just subscribe. Click the like button to support me as well, because we are here every single day sharing many ideas and strategies on SPY, QQQ, Nvidia, Tesla, AMD, Palantir, etc. Many stocks together. So just subscribe for more analysis like this and click the like button to support me as well. I highly appreciate your audience, my dear friends. Thank you very much. See you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Bye bye.